more office space coming to market, some say there's never been a better time to be a tenant. Improving lease terms and potential incentives are allowing companies to upgrade their locations, while high-quality buildings are more available. Why are we seeing more opportunity? Colliers experts say it comes down to supply and demand.
As tenants are right-sizing their square footage, and we're noticing that more and more tenants are taking a little bit less square footage in general, they're doing so because of hybrid models and work from home. And so slowly, that increases vacancy up a notch year over year. And as vacancy goes up, landlords now have to compete harder for the business. In general, as tenants are looking for space, there's a flight to quality, which means tenants are looking for more amenities, better transit access, better access to subways and bus stations and so forth.
Downtown has a tighter market than the suburbs, but it's an unusual situation right now where the vacancy rate's quite a bit higher in most of the downtowns across the country than in the suburbs. So if you're a tenant, you wanted to be downtown, your clients are downtown, but you couldn't find space, you've got a great opportunity now.
Upgrading space should be top of mind too.
Right now, there's just way more options out in the market than there was 5 years ago. That just creates more opportunity. With the opportunity allows occupiers to reassess their real estate needs. It could be a timing that your lease is expiring. It could be a timing where you're not getting the most productivity or engagement of your employees, and you use real estate as a tool to increase your engagement. It could be a unique time to just upgrade your space because you're in a place where it's not necessarily suiting all of your employee needs.
Inducements and incentives are available to help tenants create engaging spaces.
We're seeing tenant improvement allowances, which are large cash inducements given to tenants to help them with construction. We're seeing large free rent packages, both in term and out of term. We're seeing flexibility options like right of first refusal on adjacent spaces, right of first offers, termination options, and things of that sort. A lot of landlords are also building model suites, so ready to go brand new spaces so they can pull the tenants into the buildings relatively quickly. And they're doing turnkeys as well. So tenants are giving them their space plan and landlords just building the space for them.
Some areas offer better opportunities than others.
Co-working still has a lot of momentum behind it. It's a trade-off. You're maybe paying a little more, but you're getting a lot more flexibility, good location, shorter term. And we tend to think of it as something that appeals to very small tenants, but larger tenants are also seeing the appeal of co-working. The other thing we're seeing is that landlords are willing to build out what we call a model suite, a ready-to-occupy space. It's more cost on them, but it really speeds up the leasing process. And if you're a tenant, you may pay a little bit more for that space, but the ease and convenience of just being able to move in right away without having to worry about contractors and building out is really attractive, and we're seeing a lot of demand for that space.
Smart companies are capitalizing on these changing trends.
Real estate represents 5 to 7% of any large occupier's fixed operating budget. Employees represent somewhere between 60 and 80. This is a unique opportunity to make sure that your space that you're currently in fits your employee needs. Smart companies are now not necessarily picking locations based on commuting patterns. They're serving their employees, asking them what they really want, and maybe their existing space fits that. Maybe they need to upgrade, maybe they need to relocate to the suburbs.
Smart companies are starting early, 12 to 18 months prior to your lease expiry, in order for you to keep leverage. It takes a long time to find space, negotiate an offer, waive conditions, negotiate a lease, get designs and permits done, and then do the construction. Other ways is, just like the stock market, you want to buy low and sell high. The market goes up, the market goes down. At the moment, the market's down. Take advantage, lock in for as long as you can, and get flexibility options to give you that room.